Thank you for watching. This is Richard with Wisdom Investor. I want to thank you for viewing this video. We're talking about how to build a nest egg for retirement and financial wealth for your retirement. We had a question from one of our viewers, and we're going to go over that question here in just a moment. I appreciate it also if you leave a comment on what you're doing to build your retirement income. And if you have any questions on if you have enough, let us know and we'll calculate that for you. Okay, so let's get started here on this question here. It says, I'm 45 and I had to dip into my 401k after I lost my job to pay bills. I have a mortgage, car payment, car insurance, property insurance, and a 14-year-old child. I can set aside $50 per week in my savings account without missing it. My question is, am I putting enough money away? Okay, so the question is here, they have $50 per week to set aside, or it comes out to about $200 per month. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this calculation here, and there's not a lot of information here. We don't know how much they're making or what we don't know exactly what their Social Security is going to be or what their expenses are going to be. So we're going to make some assumptions here in this calculation and kind of get an idea of what this person is going to be looking at by the time they retire in about 20 years. So let's get started here. Here's some numbers we put together. The savings equals $200 per month. They're using a 401k. So the first thing you want to do is set up an emergency fund, 6 months living expenses. And this $200 per month, invested in a good mutual fund or a good mutual fund that's in their 401k plan. Okay, that's what we recommend. Cut expenses as much as possible. Hopefully by the time they retire in 20 years, they got that house paid off, and we'll look at that in just a moment and see why. Look for additional income opportunities, maybe part-time job if possible, and accumulate more money. Max out the 401k plan to get free money from the company. If the company's matching the first 6% that they're putting away, that's all free money. You want to take advantage of that. So here's our results that we came up in this study. We estimated Social Security in 20 years for this person will be approximately $1,700. It could be more than that, and it's hard to know exactly what their work history is, but we're going to use the number of $1,700 per month when she retires. Income from the $90,000. So where'd the $90,000 come from? We're going to take a look at that, and we're going to look at the calculator here. $200 per month. We're estimating about 6% interest. Now, where do we get 6% interest? It's definitely not in the savings bank at today's rates. Here's the S&P 500 here, and this is the a 15-year return, 7.24. We're going to use a conservative number of 6% here. Over the last 10 years, it's been 8%, last 5 years, 11, but we're going to go ahead and use 6. We don't know if the market's going to be up or down. So in our calculations here, we're estimating 6%, number of years till retirement is 20 years, and that calculation came to $92,400. So we're going to estimate that at $90,000 just to be conservative. Invest in a good mutual fund. That's going to give this person $300 per month income on $90,000. Now, let's take a look at our calculator. That's not a lot of money. Really, we want to. That's why I want to have more saved up. But let's just take a look at that, what we did on this number. So how many years? Once they retire at, say, 65, we want to have income for 30 years at least. That's people are living 20 to 30 years past their retirement. They could even live longer. And who knows what the science developments are like in healthcare in the next 20 years. What is your savings balance today? $90,000. This was the $90,000 number. And how much do you spend per year? We're saying that their expenses are $4,000 per year. And we're matching that up to the $300 per month. $300 per month times 12 is $3,600. So we're estimating about 4.4%. And our question is here, will that taking out $4,000 out of that $90,000 per year, how is it going to last 30 years? So again, it needs to be invested in stocks. Just having in the bank's not going to do it. It's got an 85% chance of making that happen. Okay, on this simulation here. So let's go back here. And so that $300 per month, pulling out about 4% per month, that's just an average, and investing with an estimated return of 6%. It's going to give us about $300 extra per month. On top of that, $1,700, and Social Security gets her about $2,000 per month. It's not a lot, but that's why we want to get that house paid for. It's so critical to get the house paid for. So let's look at a couple other calculations. Let's just say you're listening to this right now and you only have 10 years until retirement and you really haven't put very much away. Let's say you're putting away $200 per month right now at 6%. What is that going to come to? Okay, $200 per month at 6% in the next 10 years is $32,000. So you would really need to bump that up to about $600 per month. That gives you $98,000. Now that's not a lot. Again, if we spread that out over 30 years, again, that's $300 or $400 per month added to your Social Security. So now, if you're a young person right now and watching this and just wondering what's all this mean, and what should you be doing? If you had 40 years to retirement, let's just say you're 30 years old, you're going to retire in 40 years, and let's just say you're putting away $200 per month and you're earning 6%, $398,000. So you can see here, the younger you get started, the better off you're going to be. So this was a simulation here of, on this question, 45 years old, putting away $50 per week. It can give you an idea. It's better than nothing. At least do $50 per week and accumulate some money. Get that nest egg going, and at least build, get $100,000 at least. Get your expenses down as low as possible, and you'll be able to make it. So that's an example here. I want to thank you for watching this. Leave your comments on if you have any questions about your retirement, and we appreciate that. We thank you for watching, and you have an excellent rest of the year.